Readers of Uganda's leading daily, The New Vision, on Friday, the 6th of October, will be awarded with a free reprinted version of the Uganda Argus as an independent souvenir. Reprinting of the Uganda Argus is already underway at the company's headquarters in Industrial Area. The Uganda Argus was the country's first leading English newspaper, and now it is being reprinted as an October the 9th Independence edition to relieve the mood of October the 9th, 1962, when Uganda got independence from British rule. Uganda Argus will have the original extremely covered events leading to Uganda's independence, seizing the mood that gripped the country at the time on the birth of Uganda's independence. Free copies of the Uganda Argus will be availed on Friday, the 6th of October, at nearby street corners and distribution points such as malls, supermarkets at Ugandan shillings 2,000. So endeavor to buy yourself a copy of the New Vision. The editorial team at New Vision, aside from giving the members of the public a free independence souvenir for Uganda's 55th independence, tasked themselves with reconstructing of one of the country's oldest newspapers, as available copies were in tatters. The 55-year-old newspaper, the Uganda Argus, is one of Uganda's first newspapers, such as Muno and Uganda Ekura.
In 1900, Uganda had Nengo Notes as the first recorded newspaper. It was produced by the missionaries then. Later on, it evolved into Uganda Notes, and it was produced by the colonial government.
The newspaper will be in its original broadsheet size and 80-paged.
Uganda Argus was a predominant paper in the 1920s through to the 1960s, and as early as 1970, it probably closed after Amin had taken over. So it is not a predecessor of New Vision, but it held the position that New Vision holds now. Our interest in reproducing Uganda Argus was because when we searched the whole country, this was the paper that covered Ugandan independence, the Ugandan Independence Day and the Independence Times, and yet there was hardly any copy of the Uganda Argus in the country to cover that covered Independence October 9. So we decided to reprint it as a gift for Ugandans. It's reprinted in its original form, but we had to reconstruct it because the copy we found was very old. So we've spent 3 months reconstructing it, retyping, re-editing, until we've come out with a perfect version, as perfect a version as we can find.
Here readers will find out what issues the country was facing in governance, how business was then, how the country's journalists were telling stories then, as well as have a good celebratory paper and souvenir for Uganda's 55th independence anniversary.